Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the Devils TV. Manchester United lose 1-0 to Aston Villa. And I'm absolutely fuming, man. I'm absolutely fuming. And these are the same kind of matches we lost or drew last season. And this is happening again. And when we bought Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo, I thought this would stop happening. And this is the same happening. We're an absolute mess. We're an absolute mess. I don't care if people say that we don't have a CDM, that's why this team is not performing to its full potential. I don't care because Ole thought that signing a 80 million right winger whom we didn't needed. I mean, he's not a shit signing, not saying that, but we needed a center defensive midfielder more than a right winger. And there's no tactics. There's only individualistic performances, and he's just waiting for the moment where Greenwood or maybe Ronaldo or Bruno will bail him out, and we'll get a 1-0 win or something like that. This is not Manchester United. We should stop playing like Stoke City. And I mean, Aston Villa came at Old Trafford and basically dominated us. Our midfield got over and again and again and again. And I can sympathize with those fans who are Ole out. I mean, I'm very close to getting Ole out. I'm telling you this. It's getting harder and harder to back him. It's every match, by every match it's getting harder and harder because I thought that after the Carabao Cup match, I wasn't frustrated at all. I wasn't frustrated. I didn't rant in my match reaction video. I just said that I just feel sad for those fringe players who will not get much minute. And this is happening. And many people were saying that yes, the season is very large, so many rotation will happen, so they will get the minutes. And we can see that if we are getting they're getting the minutes or not. They're getting the minutes or not. I mean, the right wing position, the player who played the worst today is not McFred. It's not Fred. It's not McTominay. It's not Pogba. It's not Bruno. It's Greenwood. I get it that he can make those good runs. He can overlap. He can give some good step overs, he can dribble a bit, but he is selfish as hell. I mean, I get it that a striker needs to be selfish and he needs to score some goals. I get it, but you have to play according to the team's requirements. You have to play according to the team necessity. And if you are a right winger, you don't need to have play like how you play in a striker. And this is the problem with we have some players like that. He is the Rashford Light 2.0. I mean, Rashford does this, and sometimes he gets a goal, sometimes not. And Ole is, I just don't know what to say about Ole. I'm frustrated. I'm saying this again and again and again, and just people don't seem to understand this. I do think I think it's time. I think it's time to sack him. I think it's too early, but I think this season has to be the end of Ole. I do think so. I do think so because I think this why delegate the inevitable. I do think that ever since I saw the I saw the match against Liverpool versus Brentford. I saw that match, and Brentford are a team which don't have that, which they don't have the half the riches we have got. They promote youngsters and they play attacking style of football, and they play better style of football than us, and they just got promoted this season only. I mean, this just shows how shambolic our performance is, how shambolic our playing style is, and Ole without tactics is nothing other than a Gareth Southgate light version. And I just want to say this. I think Ole is prioritizing players who don't have the ability, and he is promoting favoritism. He's just promoting favoritism. And he always says this in the press conferences that, yeah, we are here to play attacking United way football. And this is not attacking United play football. And the players don't agree to it. I mean, David De Gea almost came out and said that this performance is shit and there are no excuses. And Ole is saying that yeah, it's fine margins and that's the same shit he's saying for around 3 years. And when are we going to win matches compensively, man? 4-0, 3-0, 5-0. We're not winning matches. We are not being able to get clean sheets also. And on top of that, Luke Shaw gets injured, Maguire gets injured. I mean, that match was kind of a Panoti type. It's a bad luck type. It's shit. Nothing went our way. Ronaldo didn't got any chances. And many people say, yeah, we had 28 shots, but how many was on target? I think 7 shots were on target. And when you take 28 shots and only 7 shots on target, and some are even shit on top of that, it doesn't signifies that we are having progress. It doesn't signifies that. It's not going to signifies that. It's never going to signifies that. I think Ole needs to change his tactics a lot. I think the backroom stuff is shit. The amount of coaches we have, like McKenna, Phelan, Carrick, they're all shit. They're everybody's shit. Because I think I get it that when a manager doesn't has the tactics, if he's growing up as a manager, or if he's growing in tactics, the coaches should help him. But the coaches are shit also. They don't know what we are doing, and they have been handed a potential title challenge squad, and they're shitting themselves. I mean, why the fuck do we hire those clowns as our coaches in the club? I just don't understand this. And pardon my language, I'm getting frustrated as all. I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep last night. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing this preview in the morning. That's why. I'm done with this club. I'm done with this club. And I'm done with those Edward saying that, yeah, with Ole we are playing good attacking United football. United DNA is preserved in this Ole lineup. I mean, how the hell are we playing United way? United way is good. It's counter-attacking fluid football, and we're not counter-attacking FC. It's based on counter-attacking, but we can press higher. We attack forwards. Again, boom, 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 boom. That's it. We bombard the opponent's box with crosses, through balls, long balls. We bombard. I've seen how United forgets plays. I mean, not in live because I wasn't alive back then, but I have seen in YouTube complications. I've seen that, and I haven't seen Ole's Manchester United play like that. And yeah, in some exception matches, I have seen us playing like that. That's why I still back him, because I think he can play like that. But his obsession with McFred, it's dangerous as hell. It's going to be the sword he's going to fall on. I mean, McFred actually kills. It kills all creativity. The defense is here, the attack is here. The defense and attack is here. The midfield is so close with the defense. There is such a gap. Who will bridge the gap? Who will bridge the gap between the midfield pivot and the front four? Who will bridge that gap? I mean, we play both midfielders in the form of McFred to do one-person jobs, and they can't do it properly. They can't pass, they can't tackle, and even if I would have considered them a success, even if they had been good defensively. We're getting overrun. I mean, Maguire has to take control of the midfield. Has to take control. Has to see that whether any opponent Aston Villa midfielders are coming into the box, and that's not his job. His job is to keep the strikers and the wingers away. That's not his job, and I have seen him marking McGinn and the sorts of, Matty Cash, and why aren't they getting? That's a midfield's job, and that's a midfield's job. What the hell is the midfield doing? I still don't understand it. I mean, this is the problem which we have, and they say that McTominays, and I think these are Duracell bunnies, the passion merchants. I don't understand why they play for a Manchester United squad, and I have to say this, and regardless of how much I hate McFred, I think they are not the fault. They are not the fault, at least this match. I mean, yeah, they didn't perform well. They performed an average, but I think Greenwood needs to have, I think, credit where it's due, but I think they should take the blame as well. I love Mason Greenwood. He's one of my favorite players. I call him generational talent and all. But I think when it's his blame, he has to take it. This last night's match was his plays completely. He got a lot of through balls. He got into the box as well, but he didn't. He was always shooting out of the box, and whether it was getting over the box, it was getting outside the box, it was hitting the bar. It was close to hitting the bar, but it didn't. Why are not? I saw two clear-cut chances. So why is he not giving the ball to Bruno or to Ronaldo? I simply don't understand. And we play Pogba left wing, and he is playing in the midfield. The left flank is completely open. That's why Matty Cash overlaps so long, and there's nobody to pick its run. And Luke Shaw gets injured over that. I mean, this team is a mess, and I think United are completely found out. I think so. Ole has no tactics. I think he's clearly out of his depth, and I think backing him is nothing other than insanity at this point. I know I'm saying this. I'm saying this as an hardcore Ole inner. I'm saying this. I'm not still at that level that it's Ole out, get him out, it's shit. But I'm edging towards this. And the fixture list we have, I think if we lose 3 or 4 matches, I'm Ole out. I'm done with this shit. Because 3 years, and people would say that, yeah, you are harsh on him because he has brought good players in, and all the process of around 3 years will go down the drain. I don't care. I want to win trophies. There's this mates rates and this sentimental shit doesn't work to me. I want to win trophies. I want to win trophies, and I don't care about how this 3 year process goes on. I don't care it. Because you want trophies. I'm not saying that I want to win the Carabao Cup and I'm happy. I want to win actual trophies like the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. I mean the Champions League, Premier League and Champions League, and mostly the FA Cup. And maybe the FA Cup, I think. And now the problem, I think United have been found out. They're no closer to a team that will win a Champions League and a Premier League in a season. I think they can hardly win the FA Cup, and that's, I think, the realistic target which we need to have. This is the problem with the owners as well. They don't sack managers where they sack managers when they don't get top four, and I think it's hard for a manager to not get top four with this type of squad. With this kind of squad, they will close their eyes and get top four. Simple as that. So this is the problem, I think, which we have. I think which I want to say with my fellow Ole outers who watch this channel and are Ole out. I do think that shouting Ole out is not problem, but I get it that why are you Ole out, because the frustration has gone to a next level, and I get it that the last 3 years that the same thing happened, and all he says is that fine margins, we will bounce back, this and he really said that he played well in the post match conference. He really said that we played well. I mean, David De Gea said that that's no excuse, and he also said that the goal which Aston Villa scored is an offside because David De Gea was the player who scored, like it was Hansa or something like that. He blocked David De Gea from saving the ball. I mean, what the fuck? I think people call Klopp a moaner. I think Ole is a bigger moaner than that. And Ole moaned about penalties last press conference, and now Bruno misses a penalty. And I'm not throwing shade at Bruno, but karma comes at you and bites as in our ass. And I'm saying, I'm going to say this as a controversial thing here. I think I am happy that Bruno missed a penalty. I'm happy. I'm not a Bruno hater, but I'm happy because if Bruno had scored that penalty, it would paper over the cracks we have, and it will say that United got unlucky draw, and basically saying that Ole has tactics and Ole got it spot on. The newspaper, the news outlets will say that, those who are pro Ole, I think. And this is the problem which we have. I think we have invested a lot to back him, and now we have to sack him, and people are not ready for that, and it's all due to the incompetent owners we have. And whether if we had a owner like Chelsea or Man City, first of all, these kind of players won't be here, like McTominay, McFred, they won't be here. And second of all, the coaches we bring shouldn't be here. I mean, not only the manager, the coaches. I think the McKennas, the Phelans, the Carricks. The only good coach we have is Eric Ramsey. I'm the set piece coach, and I think ever since he has moved to United, I think the set piece department has improved. And yeah, we considered set piece goal, but we have to take this into consideration that Maguire was injured, and we had Lindelof, a pudding, a custard in the cake, who melts and when the opponent attacks. And I think if the fixture list we have is, I think it could be the final nail in the coffin for Ole. I do think. I am not saying that he will lose everything and lose the job, but there is a slight. I mean, there's not slight. I mean, there's a good portion of probability chances that he will lose some of the matches, because after this we have Villarreal in the Champions League, then we have Everton. Then after that we have Leicester, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, Atalanta is also there, Chelsea in the mix till December. It's tight fixture list. It's a tight fixture list, and it's going to be a hard run, but it's up to the Ole. And this is the problem which we have, is that I am saying this for ages around this, that we need a central defensive midfielder, but Ole doesn't seem to buy a central defensive midfielder. I mean, what the hell is this going on? We bought Sancho for 80 million, and now he's on the fucking bench and he's not even playing. So what's the point in buying a 80 million over an actual necessity and going for a Galactico transfer? What's the point in signing a player we didn't die without Sancho. We still scored plenty of goals along the right wing. Greenwood scored a lot of goals, but without a CDM, I think this team won't go far. This United team won't go far, and I think this will be one of those teams who had everything but just fell short for this one position. And I do feel sorry for Ronaldo, and for Ronaldo in the graveyard position, which I'm saying, which Martial was for years under Ole. So I'm saying, like, regardless of whom you may bring Lewandowski, you may bring Haaland, you may bring Mbappe, you may bring Cristiano Ronaldo. We have Cristiano Ronaldo. You can bring anybody. You can bring Benzema. You can bring anybody, and they won't score goals because we don't give the service. We don't give a service to the strikers. This is the problem. I mean, Pogba, when Ole came, he said, if I become the permanent manager of Manchester United, the team will be built around Pogba. Now he is playing out of position. And what are the fucking substitutes? The midfield is dying. It's getting overrun. It got overrun against Newcastle as well. It got overrun against no, not Newcastle. It got overrun against Southampton. It got overrun against Young Boys. It got overrun against Wolves. It's getting overrun time and time again. It got overrun against West Ham as well. Declan Rice and Suchek almost bullied him and threw them and basically chewed him into pieces. Simple as that. I mean, I know it sounds horrible, but that's what's happening at our club. And Ole is still adamantly stubborn as hell to play McFred in the midfield, and he doesn't want. And I just don't get it. Why does he hate Van de Beek so much? What the hell has Van de Beek slept with his wife or something like that? I mean, I'm not kidding. I just don't get it. And the midfield is dying. Pogba is getting bullied in the left wing position. He's not in the left wing as well. He has to come into the midfield to sort out the defensive fragilities which the McFred can't stop. And we don't get in McFred. We don't take one out of them and then put Van de Beek, and we should have put Sancho as well in the right wing. And Cavani comes in. I mean, we played as 4-4-2. We had 4-4-2, and then we didn't even we can't create chances for one striker, and how the hell are we supposed to create chances for two strikers? And that was stupid. I'm not sure if he had played 4-4-3 or 4-4-2, because I think he planned on playing 4-4-2 where if Cavani and Ronaldo was on the strike. I just don't get it. I just simply don't get it. And I think Ole needs to sort out his tactics. I may sound a bit negative, but this is what it is. I just can always be Ole suck up and always back the manager, because I'm going to credit him when it's due, but you have to take the responsibility, and nobody takes the accountability. When he came out in the press conference, post-match conference, he said that we were unlucky to lose. It's a heads up. People will bounce back. I mean, shut the fuck up and actually do what you are supposed to do, and stop giving speeches like a fucking politician. Stop giving it. We don't want your speeches. The fans don't want a speech, and Solskjaer is starting to lose the fans. The tide of the opinion is actually changing. If you keep a note in the social media, like whether it is Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, especially Twitter, Ole out is trending, and it's in top 10, I think. Now it's in top 5. Everybody is saying get Ole out, get Conte in, get Ole out, get Eric Ten Hag in, get Ole out, get Zidane in, and this is trending. And it will not be a full life of time like top YouTubers like United fans like Adam Makola, Mark Goldbridge, and many more fan cams who do Manchester United fan channels, run them. They will be Ole out. It's just a matter of time, I think so, and he has to save it. And he is not going to change the tide of the opinion by playing McFred and scraping wins 1-0 or 2-0. That's not going to happen. If we play the United way, if we play the way we are supposed to be with the super squad we have, and we still can't break a low block, first of all, he sort out how we break a low block. How we can play the right players, right individuals in the right position, and how to break a low block. And if we can figure it out how to break a low block, I think we are sorted for the season. I think so. But he needs to play the players as well. I just don't get it. I think this is going to be, and I think United are found out. I'm not going to say that United are out of title race because Liverpool dropped points, and the difference between first and fourth is 1 point. So I'm not going to say such a stupid comment like that, but I do think that they have shown that they don't have the winning mentality or the winning attributes to win a Champions League or a Premier League in this season. and I think we have to change the manager. I mean, I love Ole. I love him as a legend of the club. He scored one of the most important goals in our history, completing treble. But I think it's time. I think it's time to go, and I think he needs to grow up here and get going. I think so, because I think the toxicity our fan base is going through, and I get it why they are so toxic. They can't stand Ole. I don't blame it on the fans, but the squad, but the coaches and the manager has to take it up on the chin. I do think so. I do think so, and that's my totally view on the aspect. So thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and if only if you like this video, do share with your friends, and I'll see you next time.